Hello, I'm Greg Kilroy with the Velocity Group at Keller Williams here in Scottsdale, Arizona. And we are in an insane kind of seller's market right now. Inventory super low. So as a matter of fact, today on the market, single family homes that are active, less than 6,600 among all price ranges. So it's super low and it's really competitive for buyers to try and get chosen by a seller right now. So I want to share a handful of tips. I've actually got 12. And that would make a really lengthy video. So I'm going to give you 6, and then if you'd like to get the rest, just send me an email and I'll send them along to you. Don't care if you're a consumer or an agent, I'm happy to share this with anybody. So number 1, your offer should be clean and complete. What that means is don't leave blanks empty. Don't fail to submit all the requested forms. It gives the other agent a sense that you're a professional, that you're not going to be difficult to work with, that the transaction will go smoothly, and that goes a long way when there's multiple offers. Second, use a local lender. So somebody who underwrites locally, really important, because somebody sitting at a desk in Minneapolis doesn't kind of understand the dynamics of our Arizona market. Even if they're reading about them, it's not the same. And if your loan officer gives you a 1-800 number and a 5-digit extension to reach them, you're not going to get them on the weekends and you're not going to get them at night. And that's important to be able to quickly communicate with your loan officer. So that would be helpful too. A letter from the heart. So many people make emotional decisions and they often use logic to try and justify them. So you're going to try and buy a house from somebody who's lived in that house, loved in that house for years and years and years. Go ahead and tug at their heartstrings. Submit a letter that tells them why you love their house. It can really go a long way in getting your offer selected without necessarily being the highest priced offer. 4, escalation clause. Now this is the first one that actually involves money. So if you've got the ability and willingness and you're competing against other offers, an escalation clause effectively automatically increases your offer upon certain conditions. And very important, this one has to be correctly crafted or you put yourself at some risk. Number 1 thing, has to have a limit. So you want to cap the limit of your offer and make the conditions upon which it increases really, really clear. 5, terms. So everybody likes to sell their house for lots of money, but in some cases, people are more concerned about time. So for instance, if they could sell their house by X date, then they can buy their house in that other market without having to move twice, without having to put their stuff in storage or leave it on a truck for multiple days. So when you find out what's important to the seller, it could be terms that causes you to be the chosen one. 6, waiver of a contingency. So there's lots of contingencies in the contract for the buyer. There's financing, appraisal, review of the seller property disclosure statement, review of the HOA documents, review of the title report. All those things allows a buyer to get out of the deal. All those things are perceived as risk by the seller. And if you as a buyer are willing to shorten your inspection period or waive a portion of the appraisal contingency, like a certain dollar amount, all those things help diminish the perceived risk in your offer relative to your competition, and that might cause you to win. Okay, so I've got 6 more. Email me and I'll send them to you. So my email is greg@velocitygroupaz.com. And one more time, greg@velocitygroupaz.com, and just put getting a buyer's offer accepted and I'll send that off to you. Thanks so much. Have a great day.